Hello and welcome back to Pravus Gaming and Civ 5 Brave New World, Austria. It's been a couple of days since I last was working on this series. I kind of need to resituate myself a little bit. Yeah, I remember now. This is the weird map. This is the really wonky map that I don't like. Oh yeah, we are also at war with Siam. Okay, I remember now. Right. So, it's been too early in this war for them to want to declare peace quite yet. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit longer, so what we might as well do, honestly, is start sending a couple of units down this direction and harass them just a little bit. Maybe raise their sugar and their silk, get their happiness really low. Make them feel like they're a little bit threatened and they're going to have to negotiate for a peace in order to survive. That's the overall goal. In fact, I'm going to start moving my catapult that direction just to scare them. The AI does that sometimes. They can get a little bit scared. I think that's part of their calculation. In the meantime, we are having some happiness issues of our own because we did just occupy a city. We are also almost done with Alhambra, which should be pretty good for our cultural generation, I would imagine. Let's see. The Alhambra gives you... what? 20% culture output in this city, which should give us an extra 4 point something, so... that's all well and good. We also could build the Forbidden Palace... minus 10% unhappiness from citizens in non-occupied cities. That's pretty useful, I suppose, in its own way, but the 2 extra votes in the United Nations, when we get to it, it's going to put us in a pretty commanding position to control the world as well. Circus Maximus, there's a lot of things we can do, basically. There are a lot of things we could do right now, but I am noticing that I am really weak when it comes to our military, so I probably should focus a bit more on my survival for at least a little bit. Catholicism just got reformed. People so unhappy, whatever, I don't even care. Portugal hates me. Shocker. I don't care. I don't care what you think, Portugal, you're a douche. You're a big lady douche. Alright. Seriously, though, Vienna is starving. Really? How'd that happen? Silk, citrus. May purchase some stuff with faith. Let's see if we can't reenact this. Thank you very much. And I had a thought just now and I lost it. What was it? Dang it. Oh, crap. Hi. Okay, so Siam built some stuff. I was not expecting that. I'll be honest. I was not. We need to back up. We need to back across the river, and frankly, I wish that my catapult had not gone in that direction. Okay, let's start purchasing some units. This is why we got money, after all. Let's get some pikemen next, because pikemen will be good against the Siamese elephants that are clearly going to be a problem for me. We'll make them an open terrain, and I want to wait a turn before we buy another unit in Salzburg, because then we'll get the barracks. It looks like my workers have been busy getting some city connections going, which is going to be good for me, I think. Very good for the mobility factor. I like that. Let's get this archer back into play, because they're going to be needed. My swordsmen are very hurt. They're very hurt. Not much they can do. As far as faith, though, nothing you can build there. I could get a mosque or a pagoda, which apparently are worth tourism now. But I could... oh, that must be the reformed thing that the Mayans just added. Okay. Well, we could get either a little bit of extra happiness or a little bit of extra faith. I think we'll get the extra faith. Because we'll hit an exponential curve, we'll be able to buy the pagoda a little bit sooner, the more faith that we have. You're just going to have to sit tight for a little bit. And how long until you're out of a state of resistance? 2 more turns, and then this city will not be in resistance anymore. We need to get that catapult out of there. It's probably dead this turn, isn't it? Mostest likely. Oh, no, they decided to kill my archer instead. How dare you. And we got a great engineer. Well, that's just excellent. Okay, cool. So I'm going to make you sleep for a little bit. Let's get this pikeman up toward the front line. We need to back up, honestly. So we will. That, could be a problem. Could be a problem. Forbidden Palace. Actually, yeah, we'll use our engineer to build that as soon as the Alhambra is done. Let's start working on some pikemen. Let's actually go ahead and buy some pikemen. We've gone through pretty much all of our money, but I think we're going to need it. I want to make sure that Siam doesn't do nothing silly. Are you about ready for a peace? Nope, not yet. You are insistent that you will try to retrieve your city. I respect your persistence, although I will admit I wish you would stop it. I do wish you would stop it. Don't kill the archer. Okay. You want truffles. What if you give me 8... What if you give me... Come on. 8. 8 gold. Nope, 7? You'll give me 7. Gold is more important to me than your open borders. I have no interest in accessing that area. Let's start sending down the pikemen. Let's see. We can start taking some pot shots at the elephants now. Let's go ahead and get our archers in position to do that safely. Heal the catapults. Continue to heal and defend our swordsmen. Get some pikemen up to the front line. Vienna is definitely having a hard time for some reason. Why is food suddenly so bad in Vienna? What happened? Pray tell, what did happen? We are currently building a road system up to Graz. I'm alright with that. We definitely will want to start building some roads up to I can't even rename it unless it's not a puppet. Boo! Alright. Well, we'll make do with what we've got for now, yes? We are optimistic after all. We are Vienna. We are Austria. You want a peace treaty? That's great. I want your gold per turn. No? You want just straight up peace. Give me money. Give me 20. Give me 10. Dang you! Alright, fine. Peace it is, but I get your city. I get your city. Alhambra is now done. Let's go ahead and let these guys sit tight. I'm actually going to go ahead and send them back down to the city so they can occupy it. Provide a little bit of a defensive boost over there. Let's start working on the Forbidden Palace. We'll use our Great Engineer to speed it up. That actually could end up being really useful to us, just as far as using the United Nations to give me a little bit of an edge, because I imagine that my warmonger penalty is going to be a bit of a problem for me in the future. I'm mostly worried about Egypt right now. He's still friendly with me, though. I really have no interest in going to war against Portugal, though, although maybe I should. I did notice that this is actually a Portuguese city, not a Mayan city that I had assumed. But even so, alright, so we did finish the Forbidden Palace. Let's go ahead and get the Circus Maximus, get our happiness up there nicely. Generate money! More money! I probably want to ally and buy out Kiev at some point. Or actually, maybe I should just go ahead and purchase a caravan. Or maybe I should just build a caravan. How long would it take? 1 turn? Yeah. Alright, 1 turn. Oh, we don't have any caravans. My gosh. Alright, let's we don't have any trade routes. No wonder our money sucks so much. We lost them. Alright. I am going to allow open borders with you now, because I really want to emphasize that we are friends. It's a bit of a reversal of policy, I understand that, but I think it's important. Kiev all of a sudden likes us. Oh, they wanted the Forbidden Palace. Doubly awesome. Okay, we can get entrepreneurship, and that will make my great merchants better, of which I have none. The purchasing of landsnechts. Science, save money. Or would you rather... Ooh... What are the odds that I can pick up Kiev as an ally and keep him that way for a while? We're doing it. We're doing it. I'm gonna try. You're my ally! Stay with me. Stay with me for a while. It degrades by 1.12. So we have about 9 turns with Kiev as an ally, and I need to somehow generate a lot of money. Okay, well, the odds of me doing that are pretty low, but with any luck, I can at least keep Kiev happy with me until I have enough money to royal marry them. That'll create some nice congenious borders for Austria. That would be advantageous. Also, I did notice that if you do a diplomatic marriage, not only do you get the city and you have no unhappiness as if you had conquered it, but you also get all of their units. I would pick up a pretty sizable buff to my army if I can somehow manage to get Kiev into a royal marriage with me. Alright. Sydney, you wanted to have a trading route, I believe, so I should get some influence with you next. That would be smart. What? Hey! We were just friends! Alright, now he's going to declare war on me. Alright, this is a problem. This is a serious problem. But we have a peace treaty with Siam for 10 turns, so let's start ferrying up some units. Because I am anticipating problems now. I'm anticipating great problems now. Alright, Tyre, Ragusa. I actually managed to get, apparently, a fair bit of stuff with a lot of people. How'd that happen? How funny. Huh. Huh. Ha ha ha. Alright, not sure how that happened, but I'm not opposed to it. Let's start working on... Ooh, do I want trebuchets? I think I want the crossbowmen and the ironworks. Yep, we'll do that. And he's denouncing me. To be expected. Is my army's on the weak side? Yeah, I know that. I'm aware. That is why I am working on more stuff. Let's see. We have more pikemen, apparently. Let's send them up here. They will be trained for drill. Sydney. You're not allied with Egypt. If I made you an ally, that would actually prevent Egypt from attacking me, I think. Also, Sydney, would you please grow your borders to go and grab Uluru before Egypt gets it? Would you please do that? Because then when I royal marry you, I'd like to have it. I don't want to have to take Heliopolis. Salzburg and Vienna has been established. Excellent. That should start generating a bit more money. I don't want to build a heroic epic here. I'd rather do that in the same city with Alhambra. Everything gets built in the capital, let's be honest. Everything's got to go in the capital. Do we want more money generation? Yes, I think we do. So let's start with that. The more money we have, the better. You have a problem with my relationship with Kiev? Oh, that's what tipped you over the edge. You wanted to stay allies with Kiev. The fact that they joined me is what made you upset. I get it now. Let's start trading with Kiev. I believe trading with Kiev does give us a little bit of extra influence, no? I thought that it reduced your decay of influence. I thought. Apparently I am wrong, but I did believe it did. Observatory in Vienna, absolutely. That extra science boost is massive. We'll get an extra almost 25 science per turn just from that one building. This is one of the reasons I settled next to the mountains, after all. I think we might actually be able to hold back against Egypt if they cause problems. Yes, I will accept cotton sales. The touch, the feel, the fabric of our lives, according to that TV jingle that some of you might be familiar with. Ugh. Jingles have a horrible way of getting stuck in my head, and they stay there forever. I have so much trouble getting rid of them. I really, really do. All right, Belgrade, assistance, Kiev. You want me to get a great musician, huh? I really would love to keep Kiev and then marry them and get all their units. That is a lot. Actually, just being allied to them is a huge advantage. I need to keep Kiev. I'm betting that Kiev is the main thing that is stopping Egypt from doing anything silly. We did get a great writer, so let's go ahead and create another great work. Now, you might think, why do a great work instead of doing culture? Well, let's see. Doing great work... can I see this? Well, it generates some culture, but it also generates some tourism. Now, the tourism doesn't matter because I'm not going to be going for a cultural victory, but +2 culture per turn, it does add up a little bit over time. Does it add up past 370, though? Theoretically, yes. Well, let's see. 370, that means I need 135... No, I'm sorry, more than that. 150... I need 165 turns before the great work actually pays for itself. I think it does, though. Let's do it.
No.
Masnavi. Alright. Doop, doop. Maya is ally of Leventa. Sydney. Great person. Okay. We'll park up some units. Make sure that Egypt sees that I am, in fact, quite powerful. Even if I'm not, I need them to think that I am. Ooh, excuse me. Had to stifle a burp. Had to think that I am. It's embarrassing when something like that happens. You trained a warrior, huh? Oh, Siam, you are so sad. You make me cry. Let's upgrade to a crossbowman. Actually, I shouldn't have spent that money. That was a bad call. We did, however, just connect up 2 more cities to the capital network, and now we're making a whopping 78 gold per turn. That is excellent. Let's get physics completed. We're actually in a fairly good position now. Surprisingly, I think we are actually in a pretty dang good position. I'm a little bit... Oh, come on! Alright. Actually, I wasn't going for that, but I didn't want them to get that happiness boost. I actually would have liked to get it because it's worth quite a few great merchant points. Alright, so we need to look at the technology tree. What are we interested in going for? Economics, definitely. So we'll get the printing press next, and then we'll start working toward economics. Observatory would make me an extra 7 science-ish per turn, versus gold, versus just straight-up university, which is worth 33, which is not worth as much as the observatory. Do you prefer the money? Actually, we need the cultural generation, because you are falling behind. I want to have an amphitheater in all of them. So yeah, we'll do that. Upgrade to a trebuchet. Yes, I just spent money again, I know, but I've accepted the fact that we're not going to be able to royal marry them before this degrades, but I do have enough money to continue the alliance with Kiev, partially thanks to the philanthropy trait that we picked up as a policy. Peace treaty has expired with Ramakong-heng. Let's make sure we keep our alliance, with Kiev. We're definitely going to be royal marrying these guys the second we have the extra money. And we're making 84 gold per turn right now. I think there's a good chance we could do that. We are apparently doing pretty good as far as food and population is concerned. That's really nice. Let's get ourselves another caravan in Vienna. Who did we just lose a deal with? Was it Attila? Also, what do you mean you have concerns about my early warmongering? Are you serious? Look at you. You're Attila. You're the definition of a warmonger. I think one of my truffles deals expired. What was it? Was it with them? Shut up. I don't like Portugal. I don't like that lady. Huh. Well, you're hostile to me, so you probably are not interested in my truffles. You're not going to give me anything for truffles. Ramakong-heng is guarded, understandably so. Would you give me anything for this? Nope. Alright. Well, never mind. I guess we will just hold off on that and sit on some extra truffles. Snort, snort, truffle pig. Actually, Egypt isn't that powerful so far. All I've been seeing dancing around are 2 swordsmen. I definitely have enough to deal with that. Especially with Kiev on my side. Especially with that. New declaration from Siam. They're protecting Sydney, they say. Okay. Well, I had no intention of attacking them, so that's okay with me. Although, I probably will want to royal marry them at some point. Vienna? Good. You're done with that. Valletta, do you want a trade route? No, you don't. So it won't give me any influence. I will continue trading with Sukhothai. Now, I know trading with Siam is a little bit risky, but getting the extra money generation is huge because I want to have 650, and I only have, like, what? 6 turns to do it? We actually can do it. I think we actually can do it. East India Company. All right, let's see. Must have a market. The cost goes up. Trade routes, other players, blah, blah, blah. Generate extra 4 gold, and yes. East India trade routes. It's always better, I think, to do that on a sea city, a coastal city. But since we don't have any of those yet, and we won't until we have Kiev, let's go ahead and start generating a ton of extra money in Vienna. Losing our grip on Ragusa. Ragusa, that's you. Nah, I'm not gonna spend money to help you. Do we want the Circus Maximus in Salzburg? Sure. Let's get that happiness up there. Absolutely. I'm actually getting really excited. I've never done a royal marriage, I don't think. We actually now have enough money, so let's go to Kiev. Let's spend 650 gold to get a city. Now you'll see here, this will not incur the diplomatic penalties or the unhappiness penalties of conquering the city-state. So that's huge. Not only will we not have a resistance, will not have unhappiness, but also the rest of the civilizations will not have a diplomatic penalty against me because I took the city, as opposed to conquering it itself, which would be a warmongering penalty. So that's not going to be an issue. We do get all of their units. We do not keep their votes. That's to be expected. Let's do it. Kiev is mine. It says... Okay, now look at this. I don't know how this works. It says annexing it will cause problems. It says that. It even says that puppeting the city will cause problems too. Let's click this. I shouldn't get any unhappiness. No, but I did anyway. Alright, so that's bullcrap. So now I don't understand this at all. So it said we weren't supposed to get the unhappiness, I thought. Maybe there's extra unhappiness for conquering versus just straight up annexing? I don't get it. We're not in a state of resistance, which is good, but the heck is going on? Whatever. We did just get a city and a massive military. So I'm okay with that. Let's start working on a shrine in Kiev. We also just lost some culture per turn. Huh. The beautiful princess of Austria has been married off to a nobleman of Kiev. My beautiful daughter. Well, why can't I take Kiev's beautiful daughter and bring her to my prince? And by my prince, I mean me. I would like your daughter, Kiev. Either way, we just got ourselves a 5th city. I just used a diplomatic marriage, I think, for the first time. That's pretty exciting, and our military just doubled in size. So watch out, Egypt. Don't mess with me, man. Don't even think about it. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you good. But I think that is enough for today's episode. So thank you guys for watching. This has been Pravus with the Honeymoon series of Civ 5. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys next time.